Here are the moments you need to know about from episode 8 of Beyond the Gates. The McBrides are cheaters and gamblers. Okay, listen. Vanessa is cheating on her husband, Doug, because they are in a loveless marriage. And whenever I first saw that she was a cheater, I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this. But Doug is gambling. And in this economy, if you got to give me a choice between a cheater or a gambler, I'm going to go with the cheater because gambling risks your financial future, it risks your financial safety. Now, we find out that Vanessa's family is wealthy, but still, that's insane. Also, Vanessa hooked up with this really hot guy named Diego, and I'm here for that. Kat is trying to warn her mom that something is not right with Eva. Nicole is basically head over heels, so happy that Eva has joined her staff as an assistant while Laura is out because of that car wreck caused by Leslie. But Kat isn't down. She walks in on Eva going through her mom's desk, and they have a very tense conversation. Kat is very uppity, very sedity, you might say, looks her up and down and is like, "You're not the one that should be working for my mom." And she just has a bad feeling. And she tries to tell her mom this. And Nicole's like, "Listen, babe, you just can't look down your nose at anyone who hasn't had basically as good as a life as you." But little does she know, according to Leslie, Eva is her half sister. And Eva does have a scene with Ted, her presumed father. And she's like dumbstruck, starstruck, doesn't quite know what to say. But then in a later conversation with her mom, she's just so furious that he walks in, doesn't even have an inkling that she is her daughter, or at least doesn't acknowledge it. Now, I think Leslie may be a little bit crazy. You know, Eva was feeling sort of guilty about the whole situation, how nicely she's being treated. And she asked her mom, "Did you run Laura off the road?" And of course, Leslie made this big scene and said no. But we all know Leslie did run Laura off the road. So I think that Eva has been perhaps taught by her mom or obviously influenced by her mom, that this is like the right thing to do. But I feel there's an inkling in her that does not want to do the plan that her mom has set them out to do. But we will see how that works out. And as far as that car crash, Leslie might be off the hook because Jacob, Naomi's husband, he is investigating it and he pulled security cameras and he could not get a license plate, could not get the driver's face. Of course, she had on a helmet. So they're at a dead end. He actually came over to Ted's and Nicole's to tell him that. And Eva was listening and she heard that. Finally, we had a great scene with Nicole and her son-in-law Smitty, where he pretty much says, "I don't want to be a house husband anymore." And the kids are teenagers, and what used to be running them around from practices and daycare, picking them up, whatever, that doesn't fly anymore because they don't need me. And he just feels like he's at home sitting around. Now, of course, his husband, Martin, does not want him to go back to being a journalist. His husband wants him just to stay at home and support his ambitions. Nicole even says, "Why don't you just go work for my son?" And he's like, "And have my husband be my boss?" No way. Um, Martin overhears the conversation, and then he comes in as Smitty is leaving to plan some parent teachers gala or something. And then I guess the biggest news from this episode, which we're going to see how this works out, Martin is considering a run for president. I have to imagine he has been in Congress for many years, and of course, with the legacy of his grandfather, he is trying to play on his family name, but also aspire to the highest office in the land. As always, if you think I should have included something that I did not include, please tell me in the comments. I'm loving all of your comments about the videos and the characters. Not the videos. Well, about this video. You know what I mean. I'm loving all your comments and messages. And yeah, episode 7, it was good.